I did notice that. So, we were so close. We were so close. So close. 5 seconds, not even 2 seconds, and you would have had me there. Because if it doesn't give me that pop up right in the middle of the screen, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the stuff in the corner.
Man, you all almost got a serenade. It would have been amazing.
You guys almost did get a serenade. So, welcome to Cask Strength, episode 101.
Right. So basically, it's the educational episode.
I was just gonna say we gotta get back to basics. Okay, so whiskey is a distilled spirit.
Yeah.
Can be
And
done.
it is not your Aunt Gemma. Right? It's not your Aunt Gemma, just distilled.
It's
not that kind of spirit.
Oh. Well,
What
okay. My lesson plan is out the window now.
Oh
You just destroyed it in one fell swoop. I got nothing. It's good.
Tasty. So
the ghost of lessons plans past.
Oh, what a horrible job to be a ghost of.
Oh,
not a bad choice at all, Kilco. That's very appropriate, and an excellent whiskey as well.
You know what? I just realized the producer can just sit back and just use this as a Hayes training experience. He can learn to do all of the comments and stuff. Show him the spill mark, Dan.
What's that?
Show him the spill mark.
Oh,
hey, you spilled your
away already. I did spill. You see that wet mark there? That's from my recent pour there, folks. I poured it all down the side of the bottle. Yeah. But that's the wonderful thing about most whiskey when you do that. It kind of evaporates quick. It doesn't destroy the labels. At least I've never had a destroyed label yet from spilled whiskey. So that's some wood I just knocked on.
You're not spilling it good enough.
That's actually not real wood that I knocked on, but this is. Okay.
So what is the void consuming if the void is consuming anything other than the void?
Everything. The void is consuming everything. Slowly. Very slowly. No, I have a trifecta tonight that I haven't decided an order in, but I am now, so I'm going to have some Classic Lottie.
Excellent. From the greatest distillery on Isla.
Yeah, I'm not the one you got to worry about.
Fair. That's true. And you know what?
Okay, so I am drinking the 10-year-old Ardbeg.
It works.
Oh shit.
What'd you do?
You're in charge, Dan.
What'd you do?
Oh shit.
You're in charge, Dan.
Shit.
There we go.
Shit. Oh shit.
Also,
nothing happened.
Dan, just so you know, you can't fucking swear in the first 5 minutes of the stream.
For real?
Really?
Yeah, that's like when the YouTube overlord bot comes through and does its assessing. Basically, if you're saying shit, fuck, cunt, any of those words in the first 5 minutes, the video is likely to be flagged, and we're only at the 3-minute 57 mark.
Well, I guess we're fucked.
Oh yeah, we're fucked.
Whoa, time out. Side note, apparently I'm al dente.
Yeah, you're firm to the bone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Christina, am I al dente?
Yeah, you got a bite.
Nice. I'm to the tooth.
Yes.
Oh, what are you about to pour there, Christina?
Ooh, the correct answer, Dan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Don't worry, I won't rat you out or anything. Oh, wait.
Ooh, Charles. That's not a like. What a shame. I mean, you don't have Ardbeg, and that can be a bummer. But Edward Dower is
super good.
I've actually only had 2 possibly 3 offerings from Edradour, and they were marvelous, absolutely marvelous.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
Marvelous.
God,
Marvelous.
stop
Bloody
it
marvelous.
with the freaking
Marvelous.
hive mind. God damn it.
You say it like it's a surprise anymore.
It catches you off
does.
guard sometimes.
Yeah. 'Cause we're only half Dutch. We're not fully in tune, so it just comes in and out.
Yeah.
And it never that's the thing, it never ceases to impress and amaze.
Like literally, full Dutch is Borg.
Mm.
Like straight up.
True.
That actually makes way too much sense.
Right. So and we're like Locutus, you know,
You
after
are the
removal. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Fair enough.
After
I'll
that
give
deep dive.
Yeah, this is way better than the last time I had it. I didn't forget that I had it, but I didn't I haven't been giving it much love, and it's a fantastic. I love everything about it. The little quotes that he's got on there. This is not gonna focus.
It's focused. You got it. You might have froze there, but
Hey, good
Just a
time.
quote there.
Yeah,
He's got.
yeah. Look, if you're going to do stuff, do that, right? You click on the little man, and it does that.
You click on the little man.
Really, the little man does that?
oh,
Yeah, so down at the bottom right, like if you click on the little, see?
Yeah.
You do it.
Wicked. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So if you want the prettiest view that's available, this one.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome to my
this
corner.
one.
Oh,
It
I
is
like the
definitely
hair, by the way, Christina. The hair is looking very nice.
the better aesthetics of the channel are definitely the 2 bottom squares. But
Yeah.
yes, I just try my best to be somewhat presentable.
See,
Uh,
basically, if you look
comparison.
really carefully, Dan is trying to emulate Christina's haircut and failing at the good-looking aspect.
No matter how much I cut my hair, my face stays the same. I'm trying.
oh yes, that means you have to cut
Where's-
your face.
Whereas the void and I are slowly getting the same haircut as well.
Yeah. Yeah, mine less slowly.
Because you're closer. It's because you're
Especially
closer to the Netherlands, so like the signal's stronger.
Oh, that's why it's in the back. Oh, god damn it.
There's a. Oh, that's awesome. Hey AJ, and hey everybody who haven't said a shout out.
Yeah, no, we're just kind of being nuts right now.
We're-
Ben,
we're being dick.
Patty, everybody, Steve, Kilko, Greg, Charles, and Papa.
Papa, can you hear me?
And James. Cheers, James.
Right?
Mm.
I was going to
Oh,
send you a message earlier, James, regarding an episode upcoming. So I will make a point to do that, and we'll get you on again, and maybe we can talk about those new Lafroigs. Oh, sorry, new Lafroig, not plural, because the 10 cast strength
Lafroig.
isn't new, but to us it's new. We can talk about that new Lafroig 10-year cask strength.
it's
Um,
pronounced Lafrog.
Lafrog, the frog.
The frog.
I thought you Canadians spoke French up there. Like clearly.
Le Frug. Le Frug.
The
So Dan has been very remiss, and he hasn't asked me what I'm drinking.
Oh no, I haven't, and that's ridiculous.
Well,
you need to
also,
tell
like,
us.
special reveal here.
This is a special reveal. This has been worth it. Maybe I was just delaying it on purpose.
Worth it?
Yeah, it's worth it. Wait till you see. First
Yeah.
of all, it's a whiskey I have never ever heard of. That's a unicorn whiskey for me
Fair.
because I've
No,
never
yeah.
heard of it. And if I wanted to buy one, I wouldn't know where the fuck to even start. So
Oh, I'll give you a hint, right? Where to
tiny-
buy it is in the name.
in the night.
In the name.
Name.
Oh,
In the name.
true, fair.
Oh,
Yes.
listen.
Okay, you got me.
Is
Yeah.
where you would buy it, right?
That's
And
the
look,
ultimate bucket list endeavor.
I have a feeling that it may, to a small degree, be channeling a little bit of the channel that would normally follow us, being Rock Gut. Like, so Mount Everest whiskey, which is anyway, it is a blend of single malt. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
of malt whiskey from Scotland
Sounds good.
and
Okay.
Nepalese alcohol of the highest quality.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. Okay. Not exactly a major producing region in Nepal, but you know.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right? That may be all I can see afterwards is just a snowstorm. Who knows? So for those playing along, it's lot 018732126.
Wait,
Just
Bingo?
Wait,
They
lottery
made
now? What's
more than
happening?
one lot of that.
there's a lot. Well, I don't know if there are multiple lots or whatnot.
I mean, I'll say this: any serial number can start with any number.
Right.
This is
This
true.
is questionable. So the distillery, it's called Shree Distillery. Did they take it? Probably.
That's a completely viable. That is a viable and sustainable business model because you've got an unlimited amount. Because I'm going to go ahead and say that one in every 8 climbers has got a bottle of whiskey with them, and of those people, you know, we know a large amount do pass on their journey. So that's not a bad.
Good lord!
So TNA McClellan Limited, Glasgow, Scotland, on the ring.
None of this makes sense.
It's
Like, did they age it in green boots? Maybe they aged it in
okay.
green
If
boots.
Jeremy's having a hard time fucking opening that thing,
You know those screw tops that when you open them, you know they are never, ever, ever going to seal again because clearly the
Yeah.
thread and the cap just do not line up. It's
Yeah.
one of those dealios.
Dude,
Basically, they thread it when they put it on.
Yeah, right?
Huh? Yep, that'll work.
the first
Oh my
bottle
God.
of Weller that I ever had.
Take this as a
the
sign.
screw cap failed. Excellent.
Take
Proper
this as a
veil.
sign. Don't drink it. It's not meant to be opened.
I'm
No,
half
no.
expecting this to taste
Clearly.
like
Nothing
Hey,
worth
Club.
drinking is easy to open.
That's true. Yes, I had to
Right?
use a knife on a metal screw cap.
That's not a knife.
It's a
that's
bayo.
not life.
Was it a bayo?
It's a knife.
Kind of. It's a
Yeah,
bayonet.
it's a bayonet.
You don't sell it short. It's fancy.
Mm. My God, this Offerman Lagavulin is really, really good.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm truly enjoying my Lottie as well. I'm sure Christina's loving her Perpetuum.
I'm questioning my life choices as the bottle
As you should be.
tightens brilliantly. Really a very fine thread. Oh, wait.
Good lord.
Fantastic. Oh,
How does one notify emergency services in Australia?
Yeah, 000. Okay. Yes, I did, James. TA McClelland Limited, Glasgow, Scotland.
So how long have they not been in business?
you know what's so funny too? All of this, we're making a deal and we're ripping on this and all that stuff. It's going to end up being like a fucking $40,000 rare ass bottle or something.
That just got opened with a bayonet.
So I
Oh,
can definitely smell the
neutral.
highest quality alcohol of Nepal.
This is my first.
Oh, there you go. So I'm basically drinking Nepalese Jim Beam.
Cool.
I'm going to be honest. All I know was this bottle was purchased 12 years ago. So
Oh
no. Okay.
Ben, the one thing I will say is I definitely could be wrong. I think that is one of the rotating independent bottles. Like I believe like this year's McClellan's Isla is different from last batch of Isla that could be from a different distillery.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that's the case. So maybe don't write them off yet, because even at the price, there's some really respectable reviews that I've read on some of the Isla and some of the McClellans. But again, it was very dependent on the release itself.
Jeremy, did you go in yet?
I only olfactory wise. It's
Okay, so here, I'll give you strength.
that's going to be a bad screenshot for later.
Done. Oh,
Wow.
That was you all right? Any tingling sensations? Numbness? Extremities fine?
Who said that? I can't see who's speaking.
All right, perfect. We're good. Moving on.
All right. That honestly tastes like it's 20% Scotch, topped up with a very, very neutral tasting spirit, and then watered down to 40%.
Okay.
It
So
is.
it's whiskey flavored vodka.
I think it is like the air of Everest thin.
Nice.
Which
Okay.
I wonder if it would be best enjoyed in that rarefied atmosphere where you're struggling to breathe. So, having a thin alcohol is probably better.
Yeah. And also,
There you
your
go.
taste
That's
buds don't
why-
work
that's
so well.
specific. It was specifically designed and engineered and distilled for that explicit purpose.
Yep. Also, don't be offended, anyone. I'm going to have a Coke for some strange reason.
Nope. I think that is a smart decision, and good luck with that.
Yep. I think coming up soon on a stream, I'll be mixing Coke with all kinds of different whiskey. Actually, no. I'm going to go with Dr. Pepper because Coke is great and I love it. It's fantastic. But Dr. Pepper really does offer that balance of sweetness and like that tartness kind of going on there. And it's a great mixer.
I just felt my jaw on hinge. You all right?
Yeah. There was a weird dirt aftertaste.
Oh, nice.
Dirt aftertaste.
I wonder if that's green boots.
Yeah,
Oh,
might be.
green
Might
boots.
be.
Oh my God, old green boots.
Might be. Anyway.
That's so messed up. Like it's so trippy. Like to me, like it's so surreal that like it's so common for you to pass away and like, oh yeah, we know where we're X amount away because there's green
There's
boots.
green
What's
boots,
green
yeah.
boots? Is that a rock structure? No, it's a dead guy. He's been there for a while.
He's got really bright lime green boots.
Like it's just it scares the heck out of me, and I love that kind of stuff. It's like the big open ocean, it's just like
So I would love to
you're
climb Everest.
completely at the mercy of Mother Nature.
I would love to climb Everest from the safety of a helicopter. Just step out, go, yep, I've done it. Step back in, done.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need
I've done it.
Yep. Do the obligatory, Instagram shot, top of Everest, just crop the helicopter out or just angle it so you can't see it. Climbed Everest, made
With the
record.
bottle of Everest, you're just
fat
wearing a
fuck with
fucking
all you
t-shirt.
cunt, Just
Children.
He's got shorts and a t-shirt on. It says Straya.
So there is photos of me legitimately on top of one of the very high Swiss mountains in a Hawaiian shirt and shorts.
That makes sense. That
Excellent.
tracks.
Yeah. I went to the top, donned in appropriate clothing, but I had the Hawaiian shirt and the shorts underneath everything. So stripped off, took my photos, and then a cloud came up and could not fucking see a thing. I could put my hand here, could not even see the shadow from my hand, just in that white of the cloud. And I just had to wait there, getting slowly colder and wetter as the cloud passed until there was enough of a clear thing, put my clothes back on, down I went.
Fantastic.
Fun times.
I think Smokehead's good. I think it depends on what
Yeah.
one it is.
Yeah, so I've heard Lafroig before. I've heard Kalila. it's got to come down to who is Smokehead owned by an independent bottler, or is their parent company? That's like what I know we all do it, and it's kind of common sense. You see the parent company who owns it, and generally it's going to be from one of those owned distilleries.
I think it actually depends on which Smokehead it is, because they have a bunch. I think
I can't remember if Smokehead is like a Douglas Lang, like a G&M, like an independent bottled project, or again, if it was something that's put out by a larger company like a Beam Suntory, for example. But if it was, then it would be Laphroaig or Bowmore. But
it's boom. Thank you, Ben. You already got there before I got there.
There you go.
There you go. Just going back to this, honestly, because it's that weird curiosity. I would love to taste the shit that they got in that they then blended, to use the word, blended and then watered down.
Oh, so
I don't know where the tones are coming from. Like
randomly, the Dr. Pepper conversation.
Oh, yeah.
So recently, there has been a release of this crazy Dr. Pepper around here, and I really have not been drinking soda or anything like that for like a year and a half. But my God, this thing is amazing. No, it is Dr. Pepper with cream soda.
Ooh.
And it is delicious.
So good.
So there used to be.
So if you mix.
Oh, sorry. You go, Dan.
No.
I'm
more interested in what you have to say.
So there's a so we call soda soft drink, whatever. So there's a soft drink. I've never seen it outside of Malaysia or Indonesia, and it's called Coffee and Cream. And it looks like Dr. Pepper. It tastes somewhere between a cream soda and Dr. Pepper, and it is absolutely freaking exquisite. Like, and I've never seen it outside of, as I said, Malaysia or Indonesia, and even then, it's hard to find in Malaysia, and I don't even know if they still do it. But yeah, I wonder if that's the same as the creaming soda Dr. Pepper mix. I used to drink that like whenever I went there. Green Sands and Coffee and Cream, like freaking awesome shit. Which means nothing to anyone because no one here has probably been to Indonesia.
Nope. And there it is.
So it looked kind of like that.
So Ben, I don't know if you have or not, and pardon me if you have, and I damn well know that you have, but if you haven't mixed a nice peated Isla with Dr. Pepper, I strongly suggest you do it.
No, I really demand.
Like, it's really, really good.
Demand you do it. There is no.
I demand, recommend, and honestly, don't be shy on putting a little something quality in there because it will come out in that in the end. But for me, really great ones. Laga 8, Laphroaig quarter cask, two that I love to have straight, but work really, really good with that punchy peat.
Wait, time out. It's not called pop.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything.
We're ignoring that one.
I'm not.
I feel vindicated for my moderate outrage. I just didn't want to say anything.
Dave, my buddy has some Tahiti treat from the States, the proper, like, I think it's actually called like Tahitian treat. There's a difference between, I don't know if the Canadian was called Tahitian treat and the other was called Tahiti treat, but yeah, my buddy has like a case from the States of Tahiti treat.
It's a Hawaiian punch?
You don't know what Tahiti treat is?
Doesn't exist here.
Nope.
Doesn't exist here.
I mean, Dan, we have the best soft drink ever, which is Pasito. And you guys don't have that shit over there. I know you guys don't have that shit over there.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It happens, man.
How do you guys not have what the?
Because they have Dr. Pepper?
Because we have Hawaiian punch.
There you go. It's essentially Hawaiian punch.
Is Hawaiian punch carbonated?
No.
No.
Tahiti Treat is like super carbonated. Like it's basically carbonated Hawaiian Punch. It's really good, but you can only drink half a can unless your sweet tolerance is fucking way up there. Like you drink a whole can. I once
That's
mixed.
probably why, man. There's not enough corn fructose syrupy shit to put in it.
I'm gonna tell a heartbreaking story here. So, when I was young and stupid, I stole alcohol from my grandparents because they had tons of alcohol bottles of stuff all over the place. So I would take some out. The worst part about it,
So Dan can't hear this because, you know, whatever. Everything behind that wall is just a token of everything that he has stolen. So we'll let Dan continue with his story.
yeah. So thanks for narking me out. Because these are, in fact, I sneak into people's houses at night and just pour out like an ounce or 2 ounces and then peace out. That's how I got all this. It ain't from trading or having nice friends or people or me decanting bottles or any of that stuff. These are all those other bottles aren't even real. They're empty. Okay, I just got them from outside the liquor store and I filled them up.
It's too little.
So if you can find it in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen, to donate some whiskey,
$5 super chat, $5
a day
to Dan so that he can have
enough
ramen
for a cup of coffee a minute could make my life so much better. Anyways, so long story short, took some Bacardi rum one time and mixed it with Tahiti Treat. It was really bad, really bad. Yeah, no, we're way past that. I think definitely.
That was,
I don't know
I
what the
read that as a
Canadian
pun,
version
man.
of grand larceny is, but I'm sure I qualify. I'm certain that I qualify.
I read that as a pun because you like larceny.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mixed that rum with the Tahitian Treat, and like it was gross, and we were all like super young and puking and all that stuff. And it was the rum was like one of the first exported Bacardi rum bottles, like run of
Whoops, wrong. That one.
Sarah McLachlan. That's not how you spell it, but it's okay.
This is not an animal abuse ad.
That is
so
how.
no.
What?
What?
Who? I'll tell you when you're older, Dan. It's okay.
So you mixed Tahiti Treat with what? Or Hawaiian Punch with what?
With an super old, like super dark bottle of Bacardi that I can't remember when the year, what it was from. It was super old and one of the first like shipments of exported Bacardi. It's very, very, very old. It wasn't like the first shipments ever, but it was the first like modern screw cap bottle with a label and all that went out. It was a important bottle, and I did stupid teenage stuff with it.
Hey, that's what you do, though. And you have this story to tell
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go back on the
anytime Tahiti Treat is
PSA. If you're ever at Everest, don't drink the whiskey.
So, the internet has told me.
No.
The internet has told me that Canada has 2 theft charges. One is over $5,000, and that is the more serious of the two. And that is a straight offense for which can face up to 10 years in prison if convicted.
Yeah, but
Dude, if you hear the horses coming,
up
the
here, it's so
mountains are
funny.
empty.
Theft under is literally again like it's pretty cut and dry. Like if you steal a pack of gum, that's theft under $5,000. If
Right.
you steal a car worth $4,000, it's theft under $5,000. The same charge as the pack of gum.
Wow.
Yeah, and incidentally, over $5,000, you steal $100,000, you stole $100,000, or you stole $6,000, same charge. So yeah, but we're also
So what you're saying is the advice from Dan is go big or go home.
Exactly.
No.
The best value
No.
is at the best value you can get is at the $4,000 to
$4,999.
Yeah.
Go to the secondhand. Go to a secondhand car lot and steal the $499 car. Right? Just,
Min-max, man. Min-max.
or if you're gonna go over $5,000, just rob a bank for $3 million. It's the same fucking
and
fuck,
then
right?
leave the country quickly.
She's a little bit out of practice, but Dwyer did graduate police college with a high honors degree, so she can help us out on any of the criminal code references in the future. I also may have a slight bit of experience with the Criminal Code of Canada on in what capacity. Y'all have to guess, but yeah, is what it is. Theft over and theft under. What a great country to live in. Grand larceny sounds so cool. That's like really like a badge to wear. You know what I mean? What are you in for? Theft over 5,000? Well, good job, chump. And like, what are you in for? Grand larceny. Like, it's so like that's an excellent wording for the.
I will say though, if you say that in prison just like that, you're gonna get shanked.
Grand larceny.
Yes, grand larceny. This.
Yeah.
It's the what's we call it? The Stabbo, the robot from Futurama.
Oh,
Roberto.
Oh my God. Roberto. Yeah.
Okay. I was about to pour another glass of that Offerman Lagavulin. I love it so much, but instead, I'm going to immediately go to the 16 because I'm getting a lot of notes that I get on the 16, just kind of different proportion to the peat, and I really want to do a side by side.
So I know there is a delay. But please tell me that is a reference to there needs to be a special release from Heaven Hill called Roberto because it's stabby. Just pre-scored freaking glass bottles so you can just smack it on a bench and it comes out all jaggedy.
I like it.
I
like it. In case of altercation, break here.
Yeah.
And it plays that sound. When you break it, it's like one of those cards when you open it and it continuously plays that sound. You break it, it plays.
So remember back in the Crystal Pepsi days, right?
No.
I
refuse.
Crystal clear Pepsi, baby. That's like 1993.
Remember there was that period where there were a couple of novelty bottles that you could get that you'd open them and they would play a little bit of a tune.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of the cork pot, you just get
that would be excellent.
We're breaking out of here. When? Now.
What I like about my lager bottles always have a pop also when I put it in. Are you ready?
Nice.
It's not a pop, it's a click.
Hold on.
Thank you, Mitch.
It's
good.
That'd be so
Excellent.
awesome. Pre-scored breaking in case of emergency break here bottles.
There is a stipulation there, Weddle. Okay, it's got to be 12 years or older.
Why is that like a stabbing limitation or something? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's not really stabby if it's not 12 years.
And I've just got like in the bottom of the glass, like in the very bottom, it's just shanks for the memories.
Oh, God, I hate you so much.
Oh, that's excellent.
Wait.
You got to turn that into a visualized pun so we can throw that up on the page.
Jeremy.
Oh, fantastic. Is that,
by the way, that was
Cutter,
just a golf divot repairer.
Yeah.
the only, is that the knock you have had? Is the Cutter? No, I think you guys have had the Pete Hart, right?
No, we have not had the PR. She bought the Pete Hart and sent it into Texas and then got to try it there, but I have not had it.
See, with all this stabby talk, and I just said the word Cutter now, and like
it's a theme. It's a thing.
It's a theme. It's always a theme. Oh goodness, that's why I'm permanently wearing a stab-proof back. All my clothes are stab-proof on the back, just in case, so I don't always have to turn around.
You assume that I'd go for the back.
Nope. I just at least can see it from the front. From the back, I got no choice. At least I can like I know it's coming. I can make peace. You know, I can prepare myself. But from the back, like I don't have that. So from the back, hopefully I'll feel the stab not go through. Then I can make peace and, you know, come to in agreement with the universe.
But-
and then we can...
That's gotta come like around like the armpits and stuff.
I gotta-
if
I
I come
gotta-
up and just like into the armpit area, you're screwed anyway.
Yeah,
I got a question here.
no, listen, this isn't my first rodeo. Okay, I am completely covered from the back alone. I promise.
Time out.
But again,
Just time
that
out
is
on
just
all
the
of
back.
this.
I'm not saying it's
Okay.
enough.
Time out. Where the hell did you get stab-proof shirts? Who sold them to you? Because I gotta find out. Because I'm sure it's a scam.
No, I made. They're all custom made.
Then I'm on board. Can
They have
I,
the
please?
Satin slash proof backpacks.
Yes, they do. They do have the slash proof backpacks.
Please send me some. I need help.
There's not enough. You're in the primary residence, man. There's nothing you can do.
I can't sleep.
It's a fucking steel casket like buried under the bedrock is like maybe gonna delay some fucking time. But...
So what you don't know is when I get home, I slip into my nice Iron Maiden that just my feet stick out of.
Fantastic.
Thank you for the horns.
Thank you. Anyway, I once had a coffee with Brian Dickinson. I had no idea who it was until after the fact. I'm like,
That's hilarious.
dude, you know, that dude looks so fucking familiar. And I was sitting there talking about, of all things, a 757 and 767s because aircraft. And like it was a full 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck, it's that dude. You know, just so freaking. Anyway.
You know who I got to have a drink with? Well,
Are we-
I've gotten the drink
Sorry,
with a bunch of musicians, but was that?
I was gonna ask who I missed who Jeremy had met.
Brian Dickinson. Iron Maiden.
Is that Bruce
Bruce Dickinson?
brother?
Yeah.
Bruce.
I was gonna be like, wait a minute, Bruce?
Fucking brain fade.
Yeah,
See, that's the
he's a
problem.
fucking-
I didn't realize until after the fact.
He flies the fucking plane, doesn't he?
Yes, that's so we were talking. It was we're talking 757 and 767s. We're just nerding out, playing talk stuff. Literally sitting at the cafe, watched a fully loaded 747 with the wings low because it was flying to LA, and just as that just climbs up into the air, and just sort of admired it. Had a coffee, had a bit of a chinwag about aircraft. Yeah, and then I'm like, the dude looks so familiar, and I just could not place it until well after the fact. And I'm like, fuck. Don't know if that was just made the situation more special because I wasn't fangirling, or was it a missed opportunity to I don't know, get invited to the Sydney tour or some shit.
It was the correct thing. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
no, that is the correct thing. You did the right thing, and it was a better interaction for him than the same old guy saying, "Holy shit, man, you're the fucking man, Iron Maiden rules," and all that. Like, which is pretty awesome still, but
yeah.
I think that's the you had your nice little thing, you had a legitimate conversation.
Yeah.
And,
dude,
and,
he's a total aerosexual. It's great.
So you want to see who I got to have a drink with?
Was it Winona Ryder?
No, it was Balzac, the Jaws.
Mark,
What's even better?
Mark, you love Guard so much. Why don't you join the band?
Correct.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
And it was what was it? It was Rex Manning Day last week as well.
Yes.
Before. Yeah, last week.
It was. It certainly was. And we snuck in our viewing. We snuck in our viewing. Like, we started watching before midnight, so we did get. Because Dwyer looks at me, he's like, "We better fucking watch this tonight, because otherwise tomorrow there's no fucking point anymore." I'm like, fair enough. It is fair. It is Rex Manning.
Yep.
Rexy is so sexy.
Oh, Rexy, you're so sexy.
It's just fast.
So I'm drinking Talisker Storm now.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
So does that mean that the background should be a storm because you finished smoldering hotness?
Sure.
Oi.
There.
What are you doing, doggo?
There you go.
Nice. What are you up to? I heard you sniffling around in there. Hey? What are you getting your little foxy nose into? Hey?
Uh-oh. Dan has frozen.
Oh,
Yes,
he's
yeah.
gone.
Oh, he's back.
He's back?
I thought I
Hey,
was going
Dan.
to have to go hardline into the.
You might
You
still.
might still.
What? Why doesn't he go hardline
It's a
to start
floof.
with?
It's a floof. It's a very content-looking floof.
It is a content-looking floof.
He's getting chest patches at the same time. Whoop.
He's like, you changed the angle. I don't like it.
What's your matter, buddy?
Fox.
Hello. Who's a good baby fox? Who's a good baby fox? Yes.
Yeah, this Tower Storm is it's fine.
You know why, James? It's because thunderbolts and lightning are very, very frightening me.
I don't have that kind of budget either.
Yeah, I know. But you resisted, saying the next line. I'm impressed. You okay? You finished? Oh, no.
A voice from the ether. Dan, come back to us.
What's great is I could just do this, right? And then it makes it look like Charles posted it at the appropriate amount of time. Okay. That's all I've got, all right. What's the matter, doggo? Dan's dead. Oh, Christina's dead. Or are they both in some other void doing some other thing?
I'm voided right now.
Oh, the void is voided.
The void is bulged. Anyway. So how's that Coke and Mount Everest going?
Whoops, wrong one. That one. No, I didn't put.
Can you hear
the
me?
Mount
Am I
Everest
here?
in the Coke.
Yeah, you're
Yay!
back.
Piece of shit.
Sorry. God, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, no, I did not put the Everest in the Coke. I'm just having straight Coke.
Oh, just to completely palate cleanse.
palate
Yeah.
cleanse.
Yeah. So those notes that I was doing afterwards were just notes that just kept cropping
Lingered.
forward. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Dan.
Can you hear me? Am I here?
You're
No.
here.
You here?
You're there.
You're everywhere.
Did you guys hear all that cursing?
Heard zero.
No.
Oh man, I was cursing.
You called Lance a shit.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that asshole?
You know what it actually could have been was like that movie Superbad when he's on the phone and his phone's cutting out. He's like, "What a fucking bitch, stupid piece of shit phone." And the girl's like, "What? You stupid bitch, you fucking and she thinks that he's calling her all that. That's what you guys probably could have heard if it was cutting in and out because I was cursing up a storm.
Nice. Well done. I'm proud of you. You get a gold star for today.
Woo!
I mean, you started. Dude, I think it's more last aid. It's
it's the definition.
you know, like when you put that last cigarette into someone because you're like beyond fucking help. It's like it's the same. You just give them that drink because they're beyond fucking help.
Why would you give
Literally.
that drink though.
Well, literally, it's that like
That's
I
what
don't
was
have
fucking
morphine
saying.
with me, so here.
Here's a here's a
sorry.
bottle.
Let's have a
Yeah.
nice glass of scotch mixed with other stuff, and we'll be okay. Yeah, that would be a really. But again, who knows? It might come into its own up on that mountain.
No.
Like Jeremy said, that altitude might transform it into a
Yeah, 'cause
marvelous,
you do
complex.
know altitude kills a lot of the nasal receptors and everything, so it would bring other notes further forward and mute other notes. Yeah,
It's the
So it'd be-
transformation. I'm
It'd
sticking
be more
to it.
acetone.
yeah. So Dave, I have avoided mist due to
You
international
mother.
activities.
I
All right. So
Wait, what, Jeremy? What's your address again?
Oh, you know it, it's tattooed on the inner thigh.
I will pay for that.
we have enough of it to go over.
We
You're
do.
probably the last person to fucking escape it, but that whole island in the southern hemisphere is protecting you. So just not for long though. It's kind of like a stabbing from Christina. I mean, you can do lots of stuff to delay it, sure.
It's going to happen.
It's inevitable.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the stabbing from Christina, which will confuse her or delight her. One of those two things.
I think either way, though, it's going to result in more stabbing. So, I mean,
Oh yeah. Which will then confuse her or delight her at the glee in which it's met.
I can see it now. The first one, you stabbed me. The 30th one, oh my God, you're still stabbing me.
The 48th one. It's feeling kind of nice.
Yeah.
James,
The 50th one.
James, how are you enjoying that 13-year-old Baker's? Because I know that. Oh shit. Yeah. Anyways, that Baker's supposed to be out of this world. I haven't managed to enjoy any yet, and shit, you're too smart and paying too much attention, and you have too much of a memory. There's a really poor tomatin that I'm fairly certain was an LCBO pick.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Yeah, it's so. Rock. So I've been around it a couple times. It's been there, and then so I'm sitting there, and I'm always behind. Like when we have like a tasting or there's any kind of semi-organized format where we kind of all go from one bottle to the next, I'm always multiple bottles behind because I drink slow and because I talk. So the benefit of this is that when all the other ones get to this dram and they're like the fucking most disgusting, they're like, oh, there's passing around the smell. I took a whiff of it going around. No, of course I didn't fucking drink any. You guys just said it's like the worst whiskey you ever had. So I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and not pour some of that. But there you go. I don't know if that was was that a direct quote? Was it slow and always behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what happened? I'm sorry. I zoned out for a minute and shit got weird. I don't know what just happened.
Void basically said, like, end of the story. I haven't been paying attention to a word you've been saying.
Yeah, I got lost in something and I drank whiskey and then I was like, oh wait, something's happening.
In his defense, there was the ping going out and there was something else going on.
I was paying attention, Dan.
No, I wasn't. I didn't hear anybody. I see like all of a sudden I look up and I see like a ticker going across. I'm like, what is that?
So, Jim, for I haven't had too many what are actually legitimate picks. I think that Tomatin was. My most experiences with LCBO exclusives, which really isn't a pick because again, that's like the distillery has bottled that and chosen that as for most cases for the exclusive to be sold at the LCBO wasn't so much picked, so I can't personally vouch for that. But the one I can say that I have certainly had was that, or sorry, know of and have not had is that Tomatin, and it's not spectacular. I might like it. Who knows? Not fucking banking on it though.
Dan, I know you're a little bit slow and behind.
Yeah.
James replied to your question.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I heard really good stuff about that 13-year-old Baker's. Like, I haven't heard a bad thing actually about it at all, not one. So I'm looking forward to giving that one a shot. Yeah, that Baker's 7-year-old even is not a bad dram at all. And I like peanutty bourbons when I'm expecting it, and I know that's what it is. There was a Knob Creek single barrel up here that was I don't know what the batches are like, if they vary or all that, but it was the most peanutty. It was almost like peanut butter. It was so peanutty. And at the start I was like, oh, this is like I'm eating peanut butter here. But then after a little bit, I kind of like that. I'm the kind of person that I really like things that are different. because as wonderful as whiskeys are, a lot of them are still kind of in the same sort of wheelhouse. And then you get something that is like fucking bananas, you know what I mean? Or sheep dung, or it's like super far out there from the norm. And I really like that kind of stuff. So that Knob Creek that I like that was really, yeah, I can see that. For me, bourbon has to be over 50%. Doesn't have to be. There's lots of great bourbons underneath, but for me,
I think Jack Daniels with Coke is best left at 40%.
What's that?
Jack Daniels, when you're drinking it with Coke, is best left at 40%. That's how Lemmy used to drink it. That is the appropriate way to drink it.
Yeah. And having said that, the single barrel proof is absolutely fucking stellar. But you're not mixing it with Coke. I mean, you could very well, but you're right. A Jack and Coke is not a Jack and Coke unless it's your standard Jack and Coke. And I'm still on that Jack train. Like, everyone hates on it so hardcore. But and since the banana, so I didn't. I'm not gonna say grow up. I didn't always drink Jack and be like, yep, it tastes like bananas. I didn't fucking realize that note was bananas until like 3 or 4 years ago. And I like it, even with the banana now. Like I like it.
So I'm gonna weigh in defense of the LCBO picks here for a minute. Now, bearing in mind, I am very far away from Canadian Stand, right? Very far away from Canadian Stand. My understanding is the LCBO is for everyone. So they keep the prices at a fixed rate, all that other shit. Is it more that the issue is less that the picks are bad and more that the picks aren't for whiskey fans? Much like you can pick a red wine that everyone enjoys, but a red wine for a wine fan is going to be, why the fuck did they bother? You know what I mean? Like, is it possible that it is more a case of that
they just wanted to get a pick that's like, okay, yeah, this tastes like that math stuff that we sell by the millions. Let's put it out there. Yeah, that certainly could be a case, and not a poor choice on a business level, because unfortunately, as much as we like to think, and there is a massive presence of whiskey folks in Ontario, big time, obviously, but the bulk of the LCBO is catering to wine and beer. And all of those lower and bottom shelf spirits, and that's a business. That's what they do. You can't be as successful if you're not feeding what is your highest sellers. So that is actually a really good point to think of. But on the same side, or on the opposite side of the same coin, it is a pretty bad fucking whiskey. Like, I don't know. And its taste is so subjective, but like for me, I'm a fairly easy. There's not a lot of there really isn't. I like way more whiskeys than I dislike.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not super discerning when it comes down to that. But that whiskey smelt pretty bad. Ooh, what? I missed the VPub today, obviously. Because that's peated elephant poop. That's, yeah, it is. I really like it. And again, I think it's such a departure from any whiskey I've ever had. And that barn note that, again, growing up in and around barns and stuff, it was a nostalgic experience, smelling and tasting that. And it's like, oh, this would have been, what the barn tasted like if I were to, chew on some hay and drink some barn water. Barn water?
Yeah. Look, honestly, Dave, like, I don't fully know how the LCBO works, but I'm guessing if they have purchasing managers, if it's the same purchasing manager that does the beer and the wine, you're talking to someone who may drink whiskey but isn't a whiskey fan. That taste profile is going to be completely whack, and they may have just sort of scratched their nuts, had some chicken wings, and freaking gone in and gone, yeah, that barrel tastes really nice.
Wings.
It's super good. I've had that 1998. It's really good. That's a tomatin that I would chump all over. I had a dram of it at the Caledonian, actually, a bar that a wonderful whiskey pub that we have before the current times.
The current times.
I don't even like saying the word. I don't even like saying the P word or the C word anymore. It's so fucking.
Is there something going on?
No. Just March 2020 for the rest of our lives.
That's fine. Yeah, March 2020. Yeah, the whole rest of the world went a bit weird.
Quiet.
It is March the 2020th of the year 2020.
Yep.
Mr.
Also, Dan, as I have a small dog hassling me, I am reminded that you still owe me something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll sort that out. You need to.
Yep. We'll need to make a day of it, like a stream of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I left again for a while. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
I'm reminded of the fact that I was promised things from both those guys too. So we'll see.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, the beer and wine and the wine is just so much, so you can't blame them for catering to what it makes them the most money. Yep. And I know that I'm just screaming for change, change.
Well, Dan, did you not read it? Recently changed.
Oh god damn it! This piece of. Am I here? Hello?
Oh yeah, no, you're here. You just shocked us, and we all went quiet.
I was literally going to sit there and go, "Is Dan back yet? Can anyone hear Dan yet?"
Oh, good God!
Oh, he's frozen again.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's not. Stop it.
That's all good.
Oh wait, did he? Oh shit, he did.
Yeah, no, he did.
Did he? I'm like, no, he didn't.
Gotcha.
Nice.
That's my first.
What would have been even better is if it had frozen and you're just like, and nothing's fucking happening. Oh dear!
Awesome. Wow,
it's been a ride.
Yeah, we're already at that time, man. Holy smokes!
Oh, we don't have a finish time at the moment, Dan.
Yeah, because we're not in Finland. Oh,
really?
Screw all of you!
Really?
Yeah, he's busting out more tonight than friggin' like anyone.
So you know how
that one as a direct quote on the page.
Go what page?
He's pulling that out. More
the page? Are you gonna scroll it on the fridge? Like what page?
The page.
The page.
Boyd.
Oh, yeah. That page, you son of a bitch.
Obviously the therapy is working. And you're either suffering Stockholm syndrome.
I mean, that is definitely likely.
For anyone not in the know, the Void has such a distaste of puns and dad jokes. There is a whole entire Facebook page dedicated to trolling him with them.
Literally. And it's fantastic too. It's great because nothing ever. I can't. I'm being genuinely honest here. Top 10 things in my current life right now that give me so much joy and make me laugh no matter what. Reading one of those and seeing a Void's angry face reaction to it is so fantastic. It makes my fucking day every time.
There is an internal ranking system. If the Void responds to your pun with a GIF, that is the ultimate, ultimate callback, right? Like it is you have done well. If you get an angry react, that's the next best thing. If you get a smiley face react, yeah, nice try. And if you get nothing,
he just hasn't checked it yet.
Yeah.
You should share this page. Listen.
No.
No.
It's a
This is a
well-guarded secret.
This is a
It'll
select group of
organically- It will
individuals.
organically grow the way it needs to grow
Yeah.
on its own. But it's a fucking marvelous thing, I will say. And Jeremy's been on a roll lately too. Actually, past month he's been on a fucking roll. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, for me, I'm just there now. Like I'm all over them. They're just great. It's fantastic. My granddad was a very quick-witted, really
He's
funny,
a funny guy.
very punny guy. And yeah, always had not so much to the level of dad jokes, just so much of replies. Like you had to start it and he would finish it, just one-liner kind of things off that. Night James, thanks for popping in.
Yeah, the echo comes every now and then. I can't blame Vito because he's not been here for fucking ages.
Ooh, what's the beat on that?
What's the what on that?
The percentage?
43.
Nice. Okay. I think I've had that. I'm not sure. That's a really. I love independent bottled Highland Park. Independent bottled Highland Park, like specifically, is amongst my top 3 favorite like whiskeys. Every independent bottled Highland Park I've had has been great. Every single one, and I mean great.
So independent bottlers are better at bottling Highland Park than Highland Park is.
If I'm being honest, I'm generally a fan of independent bottlings more than I am distillery bottlings anyways. Night, Mitch, thanks for popping in, guy. Yeah,
Just
I
remember
prefer
that, James.
independent bottlings are generally, you're obviously having an exemption right there. Fairly high ABV. They're most commonly single cask. And truth be told, like every independent bottled whiskey I've had, I can say I like as much, if not more, than a standard distillery bottling.
You are eating a shit ton, dog. What are you?
I have actually had the absolute opposite experience with independent bottlings. Most independent bottlings that I've had, I've been like, I just wish I had the actual release from the distillery.
Yeah,
weird.
But to be fair, like you look at the sort of things that you normally drink, right? Like the distillery is doing a damn good job at representing their whiskey, as opposed to some distilleries that don't really do the best at representing what their distillery can do because they're making for a general market, right? Like I am fairly sure if Jack Daniels pulled their finger out of their ass, they could make an exceptional bourbon.
That's not a finger.
Oh, they do. That single barrel rye, the Jack Daniels single barrel rye, which sells for $60, $65 up here, is one of the best ryes I've had.
But that's what I'm saying. Like their normal offering is just mass market offering, right? They could probably make a bourbon, even using the Lincoln County method, that shat all over a lot of people, right? Like just nailed it out of the park. But that's just not their jam. So you've got to rely on some of those independent bottlings and stuff like that to get a good representation of what they possibly might be able to do. Whereas a lot of the stuff that the Void drinks, those distilleries will do a good job of offering a good representation of what they can do anyway.
On a random side note, I have found the absolute best golf whiskey.
The best golf whiskey?
Yes.
Oh, let me guess.
Oh,
let me see if I have it right here.
Go for it. I'll be amazed if you guess
it.
I will be impressed.
No, it is not that, you dumb shit.
I will be impressed. Oh, he's got like a little tchotchke whiskey thing.
He does. Oh, that thing. I remember this thing now. No, that might be the most apropos golf whiskey. That is because that is amazing. That is amazing.
It's full too. It's fun.
What is in there? Do you have any idea?
It's St. Andrew's whiskey.
Oh, the actual whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so they have whiskey. It's blended Scotch, specifically for Old St. Andrews.
No shit.
Yeah. and I would have to look into it deeper because it's obviously like they don't own their old. Tomatin. Sorry, Old St. Andrews whiskey is like the game of golf, a tradition. Distilled just a few miles south of the Highlands capital, Inverness, in Scotland's largest malt distillery at Tomatin, then left years longer than the strict government minimum period of 3 years to mature in oak casks in the soft, pure, sweet air of these highlands.
Oh,
then
man.
and only then,
So much fluff.
clean expert blenders will, with generations of experience, carry out their job to give you this really beautiful
Hey, laddie, all you need to say is that they've got
whiskey
house
that will
blend.
go down
Fuck,
well
terrible.
through the 19th hole.
It's pronounced golf.
Goof. It's goof.
You got a funny little stick with a bend in it, and you hit the ball.
But yeah,
Anyway.
so they do have a house blend at St Andrews of whiskey. They have a house blend of obviously what, but there is like a thing, and then they obviously sell that shit.
The answer is Black Label.
Yeah, it's Tomatin shit. Yeah,
No. Black Label is
It's
the answer to the
actually,
correct whiskey for golf.
The Jane
Johnny.
Walker was in there when you were.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's Black Label.
What dog?
That's just marketing and packaging.
I
Same
also
whiskey.
have
I wish it was a different whiskey. That'd be more interesting.
3 little mini cask Old St. Andrews from like 1981 for the 500th anniversary of Scotch whiskey.
Oh, do we have to sign off here? It just
No. There's no Ed.
No, Ed. Okay, I was
Yeah.
not sure.
How are they doing?
Better, good.
Yay, hola, Uncle John.
Yeah. Speaking not of Ed, but I will be right back.
Bye bye.
Now it's just me behind the wheel, but I don't know how to do anything anyways. So
That's okay
Poor
because
bird.
it's 9 o'clock now, and that's the end of it for me anyway. So good night.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Good night,
that
guys.
wasn't me. That wasn't me. Just so you know that wasn't me.
Who else could it be?
So we're gonna wait for Jeremy to come back to say goodbye? Yeah. Just bit of some family stuff going on. So they're taking a little bit of a break. I'm not sure when they'll be back, but I'm sure they will. But for the time being, just taking a little break, and you get an extra few minutes of our ugly mugs. So.
Of our nonsense.
Of our absolute nonsense. Yeah, so sorry, and it's such a bummer leaving here and not having Rock Gut to go to, but it is what it is.
Oh wait, why is the void gone?
Because it was 9 o'clock and I left, and we
Charles?
left.
Yeah, no, that's never going to happen. Ever. Not in a million years.
That's a lie. There has been a Christina show. You do need to find our OnlyFans for that. We won't publish it because reasons.
Obvious reasons.
Yep.
Obvious reasons.
But
It
there is
crashed
also
the entire OnlyFans system on the first day of its launch, and they're trying to fix it. So.
But so we don't advertise it, but there is a Christina actual one-on-one interview. It's really interesting. So
send us enough super chats and maybe we'll tell you how to find it. In the meantime,
maybe with enough super chats and enough whiskey, I'll do an Ask Me Anything episode, but that's going to take a lot of whiskey and a lot of super chats.
those are two things we can do, right, folks? Okay. We can do that.
Because then they'll probably want me to re-edit it, that shit. And realistically, I like the raw nature that it's in at the moment. So on that note,